All right, y'all, we're going to take a look at this Boudoir Facebook ad. Diagnose it if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. And BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, is when the unique CTR all of our Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. So this means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking somewhere on our Boudoir Facebook ad. And we care about that because that means if they click somewhere on it, they're not simply scrolling on by. And also, if they click somewhere on it, we know our ad has entered their brain, which means that's the only chance that we can get them to buy from us, is getting our ad into their brain. So we gotta get this number as high as possible. 6% is the minimum. If we got 6%, we got something super wrong. If we're under 6%, we got something super wrong. And that's because a unique CTR all under 6% is not normal. It's super common. I see it everywhere, but it's not normal. It's actually the symptom of a deeper root cause. And that deeper root cause are the 3 pre-click mistakes. We also know that a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low-click advertiser, a BLCA. And so we got building up our universe here, we got a BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. We also know that BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico, and treatment takes about a week. And we invented this. Basically, we're going to leave the current ad, we duplicate it, and we apply treatment to the duplicated Boudoir Facebook ad. It takes about a week. Then after a week, we keep whichever one running is the one that has the best metrics. And it's always been the Boudoir Pico treated ad. So once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment, PCA. So we get rid of the 3 pre-click mistakes, we achieve PCA. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. Basically, we got our unique CTR all above 6%. So our ad is going into more than 6 out of every 100 women's brains. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So this is our full universe, a BLCS universe here. We got a BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Solution is easy. Boudoir Pico takes about a week. And then we can achieve pre-click alignment. And we become a dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost. Now, my residency went out there, found some Boudoir Facebook ads out in the wild, brought them back to the hospital. One of them, brought it back, tested it, found its unique CTR all was 4.3%. So that's under 6%, so we know that BLCS is present. And so we duplicated it, treated it with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, got the unique CTR all up to 6.88%. So we found out the original was wasting 37% of ad spend. So if they're spending 10 grand on the original, now all they need to do is spend $6,300 a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad, and in both scenarios get their ad into the same number of women's brains. So at $3,700 a month, they don't have to spend anymore. They can pocket it. It's kind of like a phantom bonus, an efficiency bonus, because they no longer have to spend it. So it's it's like $40K bonus over the next 12 months. And, don't need to, literally do not need to service any clients, literally no extra work. It's simply by eliminating the wasted spend. All right, second part of my residency, found a Boudoir Facebook ad at unique CTR all 1.39%. So we knew that BLCS is present because unique CTR all under 6%. So BLCS is present. So duplicated it, treated it with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, and got the unique CTR all up to 9.13%. So insanely good, much better. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 84% of its ad spend. So again, if they're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, then, on the original, now they only need to spend 1.6 grand a month with a new Boudoir Pico treated ad and get their ads into the same number of women's brains in both scenarios. So 8,400 wasted ad spend each month, eliminated, back in their pocket. It's literally like $100,000 bonus at the end of the next 12 months. All right, and finally, had a patient, unique CTRL. He had 5.03%, so we know that BLCS was present. Did a lot more work with this one, treating it with Boudoir Pico. And it took about a week. And we found out that, so we went from 5.03%, so we know that BLCS is present. And then we got it up to unique CTRL 15.35%, which is insanely good. And found out he was wasting, his original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 67% of its ad spend. So if he's spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, then, on the original, then all he has to do is spend $3,300 on the Boudoir Pico treated ad, and he gets his ad into the same number of women's brains in both scenarios. So literally he can stop paying that $6,700 a month, pocket that, and once he pockets that, he can actually, it's kind of like a phantom extra bonus every month. And at the end of it, it's like an $80,000 extra bonus. So the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS, from what I've seen, is wasting about 50% of its ad spend. Since it's when, look at these numbers here. We got wasting 37% of ad spend, wasting 84% of ad spend, wasting 67% of ad spend. And you average these numbers, it's going to average between 50 to 60%. So, if they're spending more than 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, then approximately 5K every single month's being wasted. We can eliminate that, put that back in the Boudoir photographer's pocket, literally every single month, approximately. And so at the end of 12 months, it's approximately 60 grand back in their pocket. They don't have to do any extra work for. So let's look at this one. Go look at the unique CTRL. Well, and diagnose it, see if we believe the unique CTRL is under 6% and they have BLCS or not. So, well, I see right here we got the below creative cluster mistakes. This is when we're filling out all the stuff Facebook recommends for us to fill out. The problem with this, though, is that Facebook's recommending us to fill these out because it causes more women to scroll on by, bringing our unique CTRL under 6%, putting us in BLCS territory. And Facebook wants that because Facebook can serve more ads per unit time, because more women are scrolling by our ad per unit time. They're not clicking in to read more, see what we got going on. So it's good for Facebook, bad for us. So this will pull unique CTRL under 6%. We got the creative. Yeah, we got the looks like an ad mistake with this creative. So the false belief that causes us to make this mistake is that we actually believe an ad should look like an ad. So that's how we've seen newspaper ads, magazine ads, and TV ads, other ads on Facebook, other Boudoir ads on Facebook. So we believe our ad should look like an ad. But this is incorrect. This causes more women to scroll on by than necessary, bringing our unique CTRL under 6%. Finally, let's look at this See More headline. First 2 3/4 lines, Facebook newsfeed mobile. And we're only using a line and a quarter here. So first mistake I'm already seeing, we're only using like half of our space that we should be. When a life-changing boudoir photo shoot with Sacramento's top-rated studio. All right, so we only got one contextual element here. So yeah, that's the lack of context mistake. Most common mistake that I see though. The false belief that causes us to make this mistake is we believe putting only a little bit of context in our headline is the #1 way to bring in buyers. And that is 100% incorrect when dealing with Facebook ads. So looking at this, do I believe this has BLCS, aka its unique CTRL is under 6%? So yeah, looking at kind of all the things that I've pointed out, yes, I do believe the unique CTRL of this Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. And this ad, I believe this ad does have BLCS. All right. And so if you're a BLCA, Boudoir low click advertiser with BLCS, because you got the 3 pre-click mistakes, and you want to, you know, save, and you're spending more than 10 grand a month in Boudoir Facebook ads, and you want to eliminate approximately 50% of your ad spend, which would be 5K a month, approximately 60 grand in the next year. And you decide you want to do this because you're looking for other ways to pull more profit out of the business. Since inflation's going up, more boudoir photographers entering the market. It's getting more and more competitive. And you want to become dominant boudoir advertiser. Then shoot me a DM when I open for a new patient intake. Right now I'm not. My DMs are closed. But when my DMs do open, shoot a DM and we will see if you qualify.